This video is for the Chapter 3 vocabulary tip chart, and it's due on Friday, October 10th. So go ahead and set up your tip chart, title your page Chapter 3 vocabulary. The first term is opposites, two integers that are the same distance from 0 but on different sides of 0. The sum of opposites is 0. So your picture or your example is -2 and 2. Go ahead and pause the video to get the term, information, and picture down. Okay, the next one is additive inverse. Two integers that are opposites. The sum of an integer and its additive inverse is 0. So this is an example of an additive inverse. It's just opposites that add up to 0. So pause the video to get this term down. Next one is positive integer, a number that is greater than 0. It can be written with or without a positive sign. So your example is 1 foot above sea level. That would be an example of a positive integer. Pause the video to put your term down. Absolute value, the distance between 0 and a number line, the distance between 0 and a number on a number line. Right here I did an example of what the absolute value symbol looks like, which is two straight lines outside. They're not parentheses. Remember, parentheses would be more curved, but the absolute value is straight up and down. So for this one, you'd solve what's on the inside first. So -8 plus 2, that equals -6. The absolute value for -6 is 6. Absolute value is always positive, so you can add always positive. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, your next term is zero pair. The result when a negative is put with a positive, the value of a zero pair is 0. So I have an example of 1 plus -2. I drew one positive sign to represent my positive 1. I drew two negative signs to represent my -2. I can pair together this positive and this negative, creates a zero pair, which is 0, and so all that's left over is one negative, so my answer is -1. Pause the video, make sure you get all that down nice and neat in your tip chart. And then the last term for this video is negative integer, a number less than 0. It's written with a negative sign. Negative integers always have to have the negative sign. Your example is -1 degrees Fahrenheit, and that would be 1 degree below 0, so it's negative. A key word when an integer is negative, maybe in a word problem, is look for the word below or under, behind. Those are all good vocabulary words in a word problem when they're talking about a negative integer. Okay, so make sure that you have all your terms. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms total. Make sure it has a title, Chapter 3 vocabulary. And once again, this is going to be due on Friday, October 10th.